Guys, it's Friday. It's about 4 a.m., which means it's a long run day. We got breakfast going right now. I got about an hour, just over an hour before I head out for the run. So just working on fueling up and preparing myself for today's run. Alright guys, my pre-long run fuel is completed. We got 20 miles on the schedule today, so we got to fuel up. I got a banana. I got about 100 gram of egg whites and 2 whole eggs. I got a bagel with peanut butter and honey. And then I got some coffee. I always like to sip on some coffee before I head out on my runs, just to get a little bit of caffeine in. I got some water I'll sip on. And then I've got 2 scoops of G1M Sport in the shaker with a little bit of electrolytes. Just gonna provide me some more carbs and full electrolyte profile. So I'll sip on that between getting my meal down and when I head out for my run. So we're gonna get this down, get around, and head out the door. Alright guys, as I mentioned, I got 20 miles on the schedule today. 14 miles easy, 4 miles at marathon pace, and then 2 miles easy. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my supplementation. After I consumed my breakfast, I sipped on 2 scoops of G1M Sport and about a half a scoop of their electrolytes, just to provide me with some sodium and some more carbohydrates on top of what I had for my breakfast. During the run, I will sip on some of their electrolytes. I got 2 scoops of electrolytes in this bottle, mixed in about 18 ounces of water, and then I will have a gel at mile 5, 10, and 15 to keep me going throughout the workout. They each contain 100 calories and 24 grams of carbs, as well as about 100 milligrams of sodium. So that's my supplementation for the run. Now, let's head out. Knock these 20 miles out.
Alright guys, just kicked off the run. Gonna be a great day. Time to grind. 2 miles in, just keeping it relaxed. Feeling good. Mile 5, go gel 1. Ooh, that mixed berries fire. 4 miles at marathon pace. Just finished up. 2 miles easy to finish off the 20. All right, guys, that's the workout. 20 miles in 2 hours, 51 minutes at an 8:35 pace. My goal was just to keep the first 14 miles at an easy effort and then run 4 miles at marathon pace to simulate speeding up on race day and running those final miles a little bit faster. And then we did 2 miles easy to finish the workout. So I'm gonna go in and get some food. Awesome workout for the day. All right, guys, we got our post-run meal. We got Greek yogurt mixed with Nutter Bar Blast BPN protein powder, honey, peanut butter mixed in as well, with granola and banana on top. It's going to provide about 585 calories, well balanced of fats, carbs, and protein to help refuel after the workout. And then I got some electrolytes and creatine to sip on for the next hour just to replenish the electrolytes that I lost in sweat. The biggest thing on these long run days is making sure I eat enough calories to help my body recover and refuel after these big efforts. So for lunch, we had a standard lunch for me. It's usually some type of protein, lean ground beef or chicken with rice and spinach and a little bit of just hot sauce on top. And then I also had a field bar between my lunch and dinner. And then for dinner, the wife and I cooked up some fillets with some asparagus and potatoes, and then I had a piece of her homemade sourdough topped with a little bit of Kerrygold butter. And then after dinner, because it was a long run day and we needed to keep the calories up, I treated myself to some Halo Top ice cream. Halo Top is super good. I enjoy their ice cream. It's a little bit lower in calorie, and the chocolate ice cream cake flavor was solid. Before I wrap up the video, I want to go over a couple of key points when it comes to long runs and marathon paced efforts. It is so crucial that you treat these long runs and marathon pace efforts just like race day. It is a great opportunity to simulate what you want race day to look like as far as pre-run fuel, mid-run fuel, and overall hydration strategy. I started prepping for this 20-mile workout 2 days ago. I started carb loading just like I would leading up to race day. And then yesterday I continued the carb load and got almost 500 grams of carbs in me throughout the day. And I'm testing different foods throughout this whole prep. So each long run I've tried a little bit of different strategy when it comes to carb loading. And I'm just now dialing in what I feel the best off of, what my stomach feels the best off of. So it's just a great opportunity throughout your prep on these long runs at the end of the week to try different things out and see what works best for you. As well as the pre-run fuel strategy the morning of the race. Like I said, I've showed in this video what that looks like for me, and that's pretty much been my go-to for my last 2 preps. It's what I feel really good off of, and it's probably what I'm going to carry with me into race day. And one thing that's a little bit different with my day of fuel is that I like to include a little bit of protein in my meal. I normally, or a lot of people, are strictly carbs, but I feel better taking in some protein. In this case, it was the form of eggs. So just adding a little bit of protein makes me feel a little bit better on the runs. I don't know, it's just something I found out over trial and error. Another thing that these long runs give you the opportunity to do is test out your race day apparel. So I've already done test runs in my half tights, socks, running tank, and shoes. This is important to make sure there's no excess rubbing or chafing going on. Make sure your shoes fit well, you don't have any foot pain or ankle rubbing or anything like that. So I've already went through the checks on this, made sure everything's good to go for me, and it's another thing you can do on these long runs to set yourself up for a successful race day. The final thing I do on these long runs, in addition to carb loading and fueling up the morning of, is testing out my mid-run fuel. So I've leaned pretty heavy on the BPN Go gels since my last race prep, which was a 50K prep, and I used those gels throughout that race, and they treated my stomach well. I felt fueled, I felt strong, so I decided to stick with those in this race, and they're just a great source of quick digesting carbs, easy on the stomach, and they taste great. So I've done some experimenting, figuring out how often I need to take gels, and I've tried every 5 miles, I've tried every 35 minutes, I've tried every 4 miles, and I've pretty much got it dialed into about every 4 miles I need to take a gel to feel my strongest. And that's probably what I'm going to do going into the race and these final few long run workouts of prep. The prep's been going well. We got a deload week coming up, and then we got 2 weeks of building, and that second week will be peak week. So we're getting close, we're getting excited. The fitness continues to build, we're feeling really strong, and I am super excited to toe the line on April 28th and hit this goal of sub 330. I'm feeling really good about it, I'm feeling confident, and I just can't wait for these next 2 weeks of prep, and then we get to start tapering off. So I want to thank you for sticking with us throughout this video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of the action here. And we just want to thank you for all the support. It's been awesome so far, and we're going to continue to keep releasing videos, hopefully every 10 to 14 days. So make sure you stick around. Like I said, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the action. And remember to do something hard each and every day and watch your life transform.